all about consolidating student loans. Many young adults and teenagers enter a college or university program in the United States, and because of the financial climate of the country, most of those students will leave school with student loans. Many students end up having to borrow the money needed to complete their academic career, and most of those students will also have to borrow from more than one financial lender. Because of this, many students end up with many different loans, making the cost of having to pay back these loans even higher due to varying interest rates. Because of this, many people struggle to pay back their student loans, resulting in defaults, debt and poor credit. This causes problems for the student later on in their life when they try to move on with adulthood, suddenly finding their credit scores too poor to accomplish many life goals like buying a house or opening a business. Due to this, many students begin to look into how they can lower their payments or make it easy to pay back their student loans, and many of those find that consolidating student loans is the way to do just that. But when should someone look into consolidating student loans, and why would it help? There are many benefits to consolidating student loans, and the process is often easier than most would believe. However, there are also some cons to consolidating one's student loans, though the benefits often outweigh any cons that doing such would have. The benefits of consolidating loans. One such benefit of consolidating your student loans is that your loans will now be paid through one servicer instead of many. This lowers interest rates and makes it much easier to pay back your loans. Instead of fussing with multiple servicers, just one servicer would be dealt with. This makes the process of paying back student loans much easier and cheaper than when you have to deal with multiple providers. Another benefit is also that the process of consolidating student loans often extends your repayment period, giving you more time to pay back these loans. This makes it easier to make payments on time, as each payment would be lower than they would otherwise. One of the major reasons people struggle to pay back their loans is the amount and frequency of these loan payments. Consolidating eliminates this hassle. Interest rates are a big part of why people tend to consolidate their student loans. When student loans are consolidated, often one will be given a lower interest rate, or sometimes a fixed interest rate. This makes paying back one's student loans more affordable and easy to manage. Many students end up consolidating their student loans for this very reason alone, as interest rates continue to skyrocket with these types of loans. When consolidation occurs, many students often find it much easier to keep up with their payments, and some even end up paying back their loans quicker than they would otherwise. Consolidating student loans is also wise for those people who wish to qualify for an income-driven repayment plan. This means that your payments will go off of how much money you make, making it much easier to pay back your student loans and pay them back on time. This is the best option for students who struggle to get by, students who live on their own, students who have children, and more. Income-driven repayment plans could be the difference of paying back your loan and not being able to, which makes a huge difference in the short and long term. There are many valid reasons as to why someone would look into consolidating their student loans, and doing so is often easier than one would believe. That is because the process of doing so is often done online, through a federal system. The process is often rather painless, and doing so saves the student a lot of pain and turmoil related to the repayment of their student loans. There are many reasons why a student would look into the process of consolidating their student loans. No matter the reason, doing so may be very helpful or even life-saving for the student. Defaulting on student loans can severely hurt your life, making your credit score drop, which creates even more problems down the line. By consolidating, these loans often become easier, cheaper, and more manageable to pay on time. For more information, please follow the link below the video.